playing more Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Last time we did a whole bunch of story stuff. We kind of resolved more or less the second chapter of the game. We did a whole bunch of stuff around and within the, if I zoom out enough, the Harrows and the town that kind of surrounds or that's kind of at the heart of the Harrows. Did a whole bunch of main quest stuff, and now we're doing a whole bunch of side quest stuff. We have a bunch of side quest things immediately available. Every blue flag is a haunting case. Every gray flag is some kind of side quest thing. There's points of interests. There's cursed chests to investigate and potentially open if possible. There's a couple of combat sites. There's the creeping ivies we can now disperse. We have so much we can do. It's kind of crazy. And we haven't even dipped into the top, really, I think, half of the map. I mean, there's certainly more in the southern and I think more western areas that we could explore. I think there's more this way. I think there's more like down here, maybe a little bit. But as you can tell, there comes a point where yeah, all that's left is north of the map, and it even says world completion. Look at this right here. I don't know if there's a way to see like an overall look. Although I do appreciate like seeing these kinds of breakdowns where you can see each region. So the Dark Woods we've done quite a lot of, obviously. Yeah, collectibles and scourges fought and nests, all that jazz. So that's pretty cool. It'd be nice if there was like an overall completion, but we see, well, maybe that's what world completion is. Maybe world completion. I thought world completion meant like looking at the map. But anyway, so we've done a lot. We still have a lot left to go. And yeah, I say we just jump right into it, shall we? So last time we began a new haunting case, by the way. So we're continuing right now with the school teacher, Saints and Sinners, where Hugh has made mention about his sister, Marcy, who had some kind of divine gift. Kind of implied she had some kind of well thought to be a divine gift. Some kind of thing that allowed her to have what others consider to be visions of the divine, whether it was truly a supernatural gift or maybe she had some kind of, I mean, back in those days, people thought like certain neurological events were strokes of God. The most prominent of which is we all know as a stroke. They called it a stroke because it meant that they thought you were being stricken, or stroked rather, manually by like, you know, by the Holy Spirit or by the divine. So it's hard to say if she hasn't had an actual gift or if it was something else. And he'd mentioned that she has since passed, but mentions that she is an angel now. And that she is being guided by voices. And Hugh was like, "Oh yeah, do you want to meet her?" And we were like, "Well, that's a little weird. Isn't she dead?" And he was like, "No, if you can meet her if you want. Her dead body is hidden in this cave." And we thought it was weird. We thought it was extremely weird. But you know what? It's like, all right, well, sure. Let's follow this lead, see what it's all about. And also, there's clothes. There's clothes here. This was one thing that Antea pointed out that we also thought was kind of strange. So someone's clothes here. Little weird. So like the whole thing is odd. The whole situation kind of points to odd things. We already went down there. We had a side quest to explore something out there. Well, not really a side quest, but more of a point of interest because there's a letter being clutched by that dead guy, as you can see down there, kind of right below where my cursor is there. They gave us some insight into what happened with the shipwreck here. But anyway, yeah, the guy was like, yeah, my dead sister, you know, she's an angel and you can meet her if you want to. He said something like,
"Is as thin as in the cave where you found me. The same lonely feeling presses down."
He said something about like the other people, like everyone else tried to find her dead body, but only I could find it. I don't think he hid her dead body. I don't think that was what he said. I think it was just something along the lines of like, I found her dead body when no one else could. And then he was like, yeah, do you want to meet my dead sister? She's an angel. And our guy was like, this seems bizarre, but you know what? I'll say yes and we'll see how far this goes. I'll follow this for as far as it goes. Also, not sure what happened to this poor guy, but I'm guessing he was one of the pirates. that, or maybe not. I shouldn't assume pirate. One of the sailors that didn't make it from that whole situation, and I guess made it this far. Couldn't quite build a campfire, and just couldn't quite make it. Poor guy. So yeah. So let's tug on this thread and see what we can find from it. I'm really curious.
Something's written here. I believe it's from Marcy.
Something's written, she says. That was the wrong button. Just, I'll wait for you. Okay. Also, I appreciate...
These are comforting or terrifying.
I go with creepy.
It's a little creepy. I do appreciate that this game, it's like a nice accessibility thing. You know, if you have a hard time reading cursive. Because it almost looks like it says, I'll unit for you. You know, if you're not 100% sure, you can just go up and press the inspect option. It'll spell it out for you in nice legible print. Because yeah, sometimes like, you know, when something is clearly handwritten in a game like this, probably a lot of people can understand it just fine, but for some of us it's like, oh god, I'm having a hard time discerning this. So it looks like there is a some kind of I don't know if it's a nest necessarily, but it is some kind of combat challenge. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. It's just a fella.
Have a bit of this.
Actually, no, I think it is a nest. Yeah, you see this crevice emanating something. Yeah, so it's gonna be some kind of combat fight. Okay, this seems suspicious. A lot of us have played video games before. A lot of us have played like Legend of Zelda, that kind of thing. You see a treasure chest, you see a nice calm and an otherwise unassuming path to a treasure chest. It's like, all right, where's the Indiana Jones boulder that's gonna spawn when I walk down and approach that chest? Like, there ain't no way, right? Ain't no way there's not some bullshit awaiting. This cave has lots of little wispies fluttering about. We never have heard what these wispies are, and I think the implication is that I cannot kill them. You know, there's no way to interact with them. So they're just there. Oh, I never did pick this up, by the way. I guess it's like an indication, kind of a vague indication of the presence of spirits being around. A little silver vein. Why the hell not? That's gonna spawn some specters, because of course it will. What's up, Ogasso? We got Rusa Petra. What's up, friend? Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, Ogasso, we emerged into this little part of the cave from this particular area, and yeah, the first thing I see is this, and I go, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see any obvious traps. I don't see any tripwires. I don't see any like pressure plates on the floor. I'm looking for any spot where the floor would bottom out and fuck us up. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. What's the catch? And look, there's a dead guy in front of him. Gonna summon some enemies. Yeah, most likely, which is fine. There's also a combat challenge right before it. Yeah, there's a combat challenge that we can kick off right here. Doesn't seem like and you're right, it doesn't.
Words of power.
It would have been out of the ordinary for something like that to have been thrown at us. But I'm just like, every fiber of my being was like, all right, this ain't right. That boy ain't right. Right, what are we fighting this time? It says do some parries and then some other stuff. And I haven't done a parry in a hot minute. I do uppercuts a whole lot, and that kicked the shit out of him.
They brought more friends.
Ouch. Oh, no, you don't. Ouch. Go ahead and explode real quick. Although I'm gonna switch to this guy so he can. No, I don't want to hit you. I want to hit the ghosty, this fella, because he's giving him a shield. I don't want him having a shield. Whoa! Looks like Antea got drained pretty bad. Knocked shit out of him. Got drained pretty bad by those fights earlier. So I'm gonna stay with Red for a little bit so he can get some spirit juice. Whip. Ouch. As a result, these guys are gonna be a bit more of a pain in the ass to fight because normally this is Antea's dealio. Although here we go. I was gonna say I really want to just kind of focus this guy for a bit.
Have some of this.
Say perfect dodges are good. I'm trying to like get the timing down. Whoops. There we go. There we go.
They brought more friends.
More friends. Punch. He broke my guard. Well, I'm gonna break his face.
You're wasting your time on this.
Oh, he's got a shield. Ah, heck. Get out of here.
Reinforcements.
Are we losing frames? That's not good. Oh, we are losing frames. Wow. Well, actually, I wonder why. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. I wonder if Steam is like downloading an update or something like that. 'Cause, yeah, that's unusual. Actually, we don't really we don't usually have to worry too much about frame droppages. Yeah, I wonder if something is downloading something. Something is downloading something. Because I don't think it's my CPU getting overloaded or anything. Yeah, it shouldn't. Yeah, cat like chewing on some cables maybe. Stealing the data. Stop all the downloading. Yeah, and actually for that matter, I haven't even kicked off any of the multi-streaming. Let's see. Is it behaving itself right now? I can't. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't do the little color indicator is something else now. It looks like it's okay right now. It was being a little squirrely there for sure, though. It was definitely not on your end. It was definitely on my end. I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on that for a little bit. It could have been a blip. I mean, our internet is AT&T, and AT&T did famously shit the bed. What was it, last week or 2 weeks ago? It was a whole thing. It was absurd, and it was more for mobile data and cell phone service than it was for wired connections. But still, little blips will happen. I'll keep an eye on it though. For now, I'll just kind of remember that the amount of drop frames we see there. Maybe I'll wait a little bit longer before I kick off the multi-streaming. But yeah, that is good to know. Thank you for pointing that out, Augusto, because like I said, it's definitely not on your end. Confirm it's definitely some shenanigans. In the meantime, trying to finish off this fool before he can manifest into another friend. Actually, I think he might still be giving like a shield to the other guy. This other dude is being very suspiciously good at staying out of combat. Like it's almost like he knows he's a MVP. Or maybe the other guys are just that much more
Hogging all the fun.
or just that much more what's the word? Aggressive. Be aggressive. Oh right, you can't just interrupt that. I was gonna say, I know I can, with one more hit I can blast his ass. That should be enough to at least get a nice kill solidified. Jump. I've just noticed that whenever a bad guy, at least in the case of Antea, whenever a bad guy successfully like parries one of her attacks, it actually drains a bunch of her ghost juice, which is kind of surprising because it doesn't seem to hurt whenever they parry Red like that necessarily. Doesn't make him lose any hit points necessarily, but I guess like it disrupts her spirit enough where it forces her to, it forces the bar to go down a little bit. So it's like you have to switch to red that much sooner so that she can kind of regain some of her juice. If the nest knocked out, we got some resources for our hard work. And I think this is a dead end otherwise. Well, actually, maybe not, because... Oh, wait, yeah, this does not go anywhere. So yeah, we're all set here. So this on its own is a dead end, but that's okay because there's a few other places to check out. Once again, we are continuing to investigate a haunting case that that Hugh, that Marcy's sister, that has survived her, said she could be found. He said we can find his angel sister in this place, and some ghostly writing written on the wall. Antea thinks it is either angelic or maybe just weird. Reg thinks it's creepy, and I can't really disagree. It's a little creepy. You can jump up there. There's a jump opportunity.
You're on your own.
Oh, but there's wardies. It's not a word.
If wisps didn't come back to bite, I'd almost feel sorry for these ones being caged. What are spirit snares doing out here?
A gift from our favorite demonologist, Rule. I am warded. I cannot.
So, yeah, that was like the little wispy things that I just shot. I guess you can shoot those. I feel like I tried that previously. Those little like wisps inside of cages. We heard Red said that they don't come back after you shoot them. Not sure if there's any reason to shoot them or any reason not to. I've just left them alone every time we've seen them.
I'm going to need a hand here.
If I can slide along there, that's probably what it is then. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I see like a little blue light. That makes me think that's got the goods. This is a dead end otherwise, and sure enough, bam.
Missed me?
There we go.
Always.
That's exactly it. Exactly. You freaking nailed it, bud. Yeah, Buc-ee's is a magical place. Yeah, Jet, another Texan, understands all too well. Long Texas car rides. Yeah. It was a 3-hour drive. Not a 3-hour tour, but a 3-hour drive. Road trip even to Buc-ee's. And the thing is, we didn't go there exclusively to go to Buc-ee's. As funny as that would have been, we went because we went to a stand-up show. Went to a stand-up show for a stand-up comic that Gracie likes a lot. Just please return to me. What that one says, by the way.
Sounds restless.
How long has it been since Hugh's return?
So this is the one I was looking at earlier. There's other messages on the walls. Oh. Evil won't take... I actually couldn't quite read that in time. Evil won't take over you or something? Oh, he's gonna be oh, he's got the shield. He's got the ghost condom. Oh, gosh. There we go. So anyway, so it was a good time, though. It was a good time. Would I have gone to would I have driven 3 hours just to go to Buc-ee's by itself? No. No, not at all. It was a good time, though. It was a good time. But, yeah, if like, the whole point of the trip was a Buc-ee's experience, it'd have been like, oh, wow, I drove 3 hours to go to a gas station. Time to fill up my tank and go back. So, but it was a good time, though. Just on the surface, it was a good time. You can jump across to the other side. I don't know what the other side has for us. It wouldn't shock me if this would lead back around to whatever is up top here. Yeah, there's something up here that catches my eye. And also, it clearly means I need to be staying in ghost mode a little bit longer because there was a bunch of messages that I missed. Yeah, Buc-ee's is something wild. For those who are uninitiated, for those who have yet to experience the splendor of a Buc-ee's, It is a gigantic gas station. We're talking, I mean, I think across the board over 100 pumps, and inside the station kind of convenience store center, they have a bunch of great food. They got a good ass barbecue, that chopped brisket. We got the chopped brisket. We got the pulled pork. And it's very good. And granted, there's other gas station chains, throughout the United States that offer those kinds of things. You can get gas station sushi. You can get a gas station burrito. This is not a super unique thing, but Buc-ee's is quite good. It's quite good. I was really impressed by the pulled pork. Actually, I hope this does not offend any Buc-ee's, any Buccaneers, if you will, any Buckaroos in the chat. But I actually like the pulled pork more than the brisket, but I think it's because I'm just a pulled pork guy. Just at my core, I'm a pulled pork guy. I like brisket, but pulled pork all the way, baby. But no, the food was really good. The beaver nuggets, I got the beaver nuggets, of course. They're like little corn puffs covered in caramel. Oh, baby. It was, that was an indulgence. That was very sweet, literally and figuratively. Got the warm pecans that they serve in the little warming stations. That was incredible. Yeah, this is the first one. Yeah, this is the first message. Yeah. And I had missed some of the other ones. Don't leave me. It's like, oh, well, that's a little bit more ominous of a ghost message, I would say. So it makes me think I should be in ghost looking mode for a little bit longer to see if there were other messages I might have missed. I remember being in here and we were fighting a bunch of shit, but I don't think I saw it looked at the walls while I was in ghost waifu mode. But yeah, it is a gas station that has multiple locations. They have incredible merchandise. They've got really cool t-shirts with really unique designs and lots of different designs for that matter. And they've got hats, they've got boxers, they've got PJs, they've got jackets, hoodies, they've got like what tank tops, wife beaters, what you want to call them. They've got children's apparel. They've got a bunch of like sort of Texas core, live, laugh, love, home decor things inside as well. They've got candy. They've got their own what do they call them? Buckos, I think. Buckos, little like onion ring potato chip things. Like there's just so much stuff there. They got their own burrito stand. They have a bakery. I've been told their fudge is absolutely top tier. We didn't try the fudge, but I've been told by people that love their fudge that Buc-ee's fudge is truly phenomenal. So yeah, it's something else. It's something else. So like I said, that was all awesome. And knowing that we have a Wally's within like, again, it's like a 25-minute drive from here. If I can get 25% of the experience that I had at Buc-ee's at Wally's and drive 25 minutes instead of 3 hours, I mean, that's pretty sick too, right? So next time we're going out that way, of course we're gonna hit up Buc-ee's, but now I want to see what else, what else is out there. I want to experience other amazing fast food chains in all their splendor. Wait 2 hours to use the bathroom if there's no Buc-ee's. Yeah, again, yeah, 3 hours is the closest we got. But it's a really easy shot. It's just Highway 44, I think. It's nice and easy. Didn't try the jerky. There's tater tots. I didn't really even see tater tots. Oh, man. I was looking for some kind of potato thing. I was like, surely they got a potato thing. I only saw the buckos. I never saw the tater tots. I like having my pork pulled and my butt rubbed, Farsight. Can't forget that. The beaver nuggets, I got them upstairs right now, baby. I got them upstairs, ready as a post-stream snack. Finish ABC. Yes, actually, yes. I've been to ABC. Yeah. Yes. Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out soon. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been to an ABC. Got a cool 90s Buc-ee's hat. Yeah. Yeah, I know Arctic Revers. He's one of our mods here. He's also been to Buc-ee's a couple times. Yeah, he's got a Buc-ee's hat that he loves. It's a phenomenon. It is. Actually, we went to Menards the other day. Well, yesterday. Grace and I went to Menards. She was wearing her Bucky shirt. 2 people stopped us. They were like, "Oh, hey, Bucky's, did you go recently?" And, you know, we were just kind of talking shop, just saying like, "Oh, yeah, we went to the one in Springfield. It was our first time." They were like, "Hell yeah, brother, I'm from Texas." And, like, you know, they were super happy to talk to us about it. So it is a phenomenon. It truly is. It truly is. The fudge is good. There you go. Yeah. Amazing. Sell my soul for Dragon's Dogma 2. I never did play the first one. Never did play the first one. Oh my god, Jeff, that's the other thing. While we were in Springfield, we actually passed by a Whataburger. And I thought of you. I was like, yo, I gotta text Jet. Let him know. Let him know that I'm 2/3 of turning into a Texan. Oh shit. Oh man. It's a good game. Yeah, so I've heard. I've heard Dragon's Dogma is a really good one, for sure. It's not from a lack of interest, it's just me being a shitter and having way too many games to play. Having way too many games to play and not setting enough time aside to play all of them. All the games I'm neglecting in my Steam library. Wasn't so damn hot in Texas. I mean, I can't really talk shit. Evil mustn't take over your faith. I mean, Hugh seemed like he was a pretty faithful dude, like a very pious lad. So the idea of him not having faith doesn't seem correct to me. I'll pray for your mercy. Yeah, these writings are a little bit desperate sounding. Uh-oh. God will pardon us? For what? What did you do? What did you do? I'm talking to a dog. Like I'm talking to a dog. Drop it. What's in your mouth? Drop it. And I'm gonna have to practice that manner of speaking because we are adopting a dog on Saturday, which is extremely exciting. It's a corgi mix. It's a border collie corgi mix called a Borgie, and I'm yeah, Gracie and I are so fucking pumped. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so yeah, ominous messages left by his ghost sister on the walls. So these messages only appear in ghost mode. I'll pray for your mercy. You don't lose hope. God will pardon us. A lot of times in cases like this, the ghost person might have like done something kind of bad, but the human person did something that killed the person that became a ghost. So like usually there's like a very clear like, oh yeah, the human done fucked up, and the ghost person was a victim.
To thy resting place. We don't have the same definition of a resting place.
So when she said God will pardon us, it's like, oh, what did the two of you do that is needing of being pardoned? Can we talk about this? Because that's a little bit questionable. Yeah, there you go. Good call, Unstable. Good call. Pre-recording a live stream. Really, Void? I've never heard about that, but I mean, that's an interesting way to try to establish an alibi, even though there's ways to determine if it was pre-recorded, but still, that's something. That's true. That's true. Like, Ark of the Covenant would melt our faces down. Very accurate. Maybe just the voice rose. Yeah, there's a number of streamers that either rarely have their face cam active or never have their face cam active, and it works for them. You know, a lot of people like some kind of personable representation on the stream, whether it be a VTuber model or a webcam, you know, something. But yeah, there's plenty of streamers that are able to stream on the regular and have like a community around them that never show their face, that just do audio commentary. So it's not at all a requirement having something on screen. Knowing my wife loves me for my personality, I joke all the time with Gracie that like, man, like you know, I'm a weird looking dude. I'm with like my personality is kind of, I'm a weird little goblin dude sometimes. All the times I'm a weird little goblin dude. I say fucked up things. I tell stupid jokes. Like there's some times where I'm thinking, I'll be like, honestly, if not for my juicy ass dumpy, I don't think my wife would have stuck around. Like, if not for my plump cinnamon roll ass, my plump apple bottom fucking dumper, I don't think I got enough going for me. But somehow my juicy ass keeps Gracie around, and thank goodness for this thing. Thank goodness for this moneymaker keeping her around, because it's like Ryan said, it's definitely not my personality. I'm not sure it's my looks. I don't even think it's the beard. I don't think the beard alone can do it, honestly. The idea of it's terrifying. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, not everyone is comfortable with having their face being on the internet. So, that's actually kind of nice. That's where the VTuber thing works out so well, because it's a nice way to have some kind of, you know, visual aspect of like someone's personality without it being their face. And it's something they can design to be of their own creation, which is kind of cool. Especially if they're an artist, if they have, or even if they themselves aren't an artist, but they have like a creative idea in their mind, they can commission someone to help them, you know, bring their design to fruition. The VTube approach is a solid one, and it works out for a lot of people. Or like I said, or just go, you know, no webcam, no VTuber, and just do the audio commentary with a microphone. Some people are still nervous about having their voice heard over the internet, but I mean that's the thing that you know is a little bit easier to get over with practice, and with just as you do it, it becomes more natural. Oh really, Jet? So yeah, he was kind of spilling the beans already. Jesus. Webcam pointing to your cat sleeping. That's what Disnoff does. That's what Disnoff does. Yeah, he does a lot of RimWorld, and yeah, he has a webcam that is pointed exclusively to his cat that sleeps on his bed. Super chill. It's wonderful. Can't do that as a flesh tuber. It'd be a little bit awkward. The spacesuit would be a little bit awkward, for sure. So it looks like this person has this is what he was like working on in his workshop. In his little workshop area at the top of his, like in his the upper floors of his house, he was hand chiseling. A bunch of stuff. And looks like, yeah, it's not the 10 Commandments, obviously, but he's hand chiseling some prayers into some stone tablets, some stone slabs. Now, maybe anybody who is more familiar with scripture might be able to attribute some significance to this choice of prayer here. And of course, he's got some more slabs he's clearly been working on. I think the idea is that he's been down here working on the railroad all the livelong day. There's a vision or voice we can listen in on.
I've brought stew. 'Tis your favourite. Bread and water, too.
Oh, it smells so very good.
So she was alive.
Thank you. I'm sad to disappoint, but I am fasting.
As did our Lord Jesus Christ himself. Truly, you and he walk the same path. I'm so very proud of you.
Hugh Batcheler let his sister starve herself.
He's convinced that she was chosen by God. Does she believe it too?
Let's look for Marcy. She kind of gone far.
So was it a kind of a neglect kind of thing where he was like, oh yes, let me encourage these things even if it's at harm to your health because it's a pious thing to do, and was discounting her, you know, her physical health maybe? So yeah, so more bits and pieces of scripture. You know, speaking of, you know, this is relevant. We were talking about stories that involve crucifixion just earlier, and that's what this one's getting at, obviously. So that is something to consider with like this kind of story we're piecing together here. Yeah, that's her name. Yeah, that's the name Batcheler. Yeah, or Bachelorette. I've never seen that spelling before. I don't know if I've seen the word bachelor be used as a last name ever. But I guess this spelling is as good as any. So this was pretty recent. This the events of this game are taking place right now, at least. And I think about middle of 1695. So this is 2 years ago about. So Marcy, this is Marcy's journal. She feels that she was chosen by the divine with these visions. Yes, who can I talk to about these visions? She feels like she has these divine visions, and that she speaks for God when she feels this kind of channeling. Doesn't speak directly to her. She says, yeah, it never happens. Yeah, so for a while there, she was keeping this to herself. So she told Hugh about it. He asked that she tell him what she sees every time she has these visions, help decipher them, that kind of thing. Oh gosh, voices in my head never shut up. So I guess this is what I was kind of worried about. That it would be like a misdiagnosed. I mean, well, back then we didn't know what, schizophrenia was, or multiple personality, or, the disorder, these kinds of things. We didn't know what these things were, but nowadays we would recognize this as something that needs treatment, and not divine channeling necessarily. So I'm being shown things, I'm being connected to them, I've been chosen, right, yeah. They're pretty similar, the visions, that is. They're kind of fuzzy, it's more of a feeling. A winged figure, maybe it was an angel, hovering over New Eden. Says there was some kind of way that I can cure the curse. Maybe I am the key and I can save New Eden. By that time, that was I think, what was that last entry? Was that like mid to late 1694? It was early 1694. So by that point, the curse, I guess, had been going on long enough. Everyone knew about it.
Picking up something spectral nearby.
I'll be your beacon in the darkness. And burn this out. Funny names, yeah. Lempi Feeney. That's an interesting one. Russa, yeah, for sure. Well, in this game, we have a lot of very unique and interesting names because this takes place in the 1690s, and you just kind of get names that have fallen out of fashion. There was a guy earlier in last stream, the elder, oh gosh, what was that guy's name? Gibb was the last name. That wasn't weird at all. His first name was Antipas, Antipas, Antipas. Through me, your faith will be restored. And the younger Haskell, the younger Haskell, the son of, what was the first guy's name? I can't remember his first name, but the younger Haskell's first name is Lamentation. They call him Lammy, but Lamentation Haskell is his full name. I'll always be with you. So yeah, we get some weird 1690s AF names, I suppose. There's no other inscriptions we can find on the walls. A little bit concerned about what we're gonna find if Hugh was like really writing this really, really hard. Because earlier he was saying when they were in Boston, that he was misunderstood and he wasn't respected. And people just didn't get him. And in his journal we could see he was so happy for Marcy to be having these visions, because now people around town respected him. They respected him and his sister because they were like seen as a team where he helps decipher her visions. It's like, wow, now people finally get that I'm someone to be trusted and respected and revered around here. Finally, I'm getting my just desserts. I'm worried that what might have truly began as a pious, as a righteous belief that she was, channeling something positive, that he, when that well started to dry up, maybe if the visions started happening less often, maybe he was like, no, you got to be fasting. We got to put you through more torment, just like Jesus Christ. And like if he pushed her too hard, that's what I'm worried this is going. By the way, we got some writings on The Great Below. I'm guessing this is written by, Mr. Willies. This is the demonologist. So nothing at all having to do with Hugh. This is more just demonology writings. The man standing on the devouring river. Carcassoa, is that it? Oh, no, Huber. Okay, the icy waters of Huber. Rivers made of pain of the dead. Okay, I mean, that interesting mythology for sure. And then Urkala, the citadel. 7 gates guarding the vast plains and plateaus. The dreadful queen Ereshkigal and her loving husband Nurgle. Now, isn't Nurgle a name we hear in Warhammer 40k lore? There's Namaturo and Anunnaki lords. Okay, yeah, lots of mythology here. And there's an empty throne. Whoever's unlucky enough to sit on it may raise his head to watch the primordial stars telling the names of the true gods who shape the world and still rule upon everything. Almost kind of Lovecraftian lore in its descriptions. God and disease, interesting. Spelled differently, but yeah, I almost wonder if this mythology was made up for this game or if it's based on something else. And the Warhammer 40k folks were like, "Ooh, that sounds nice. These are Mesopotamian gods. Good to know." And isn't Nurgle's whole thing that he's like, he genuinely loves his subjects, but you know, does things that are fucked up, not knowing they're fucked up? Interesting. Unreachable for the most, disdained by the pursuers, like myself. Yeah. So yeah, interesting mythology for sure. Like Unstable said, based on Mesopotamian mythology specifically. The 40k Nurgle knows it's fucked up. Oh, okay. I thought his whole thing was like he did things out of love, thinking it was nice, but was unknowingly like, you know, doing fucked up shit. I thought that was like his whole thing. The Warhammer Nurgle. Because yeah, the Mesopotamian one, all I know is the name. I don't know how what is dreadful about him. All I know is the note said something unflattering about him. Vaguely.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take them.
This is old. It must predate the Batchelers.
Early settlers, natives.
Something underneath us, and of course, we now have the ability to dispel the ivies. Gotta find the blue thingy. It's kind of underneath us. Is there a way where I can drop
There's
down,
a way
maybe?
through. I can take care of it.
Maybe we can throw the little stuff. Oh wait, no, or I can just do this. There we go. I was gonna say, can it penetrate through floors? I don't think it can. Floors and walls. But if I go over here, and I can see for miles. Oh, hold on, I gotta fight some shit.
Have a bit of this.
Big man on campus. Okay. Anything on the walls here? Nothing I can see. Let's grab the spoils from that little scuffle. Okay, jump down. Do I have an angle on that guy? No, I would need to jump down there to break the wall. So we'll do just that. That might be... I might need to climb back up to be able to actually reach the vulnerable spot. There we go.
You angry?
So... yeah, I would need to be up high because if I activate it here, I won't have shots on both of the little vulnerable spaces. Actually, well, maybe I will. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe I shoot one and then move to the other. So I'm up top. I would have to be up there. I definitely wouldn't be able to see them both. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, right, I forgot you don't have to... Don't have to manually switch. Oh, is there one more? Yeah, there's one more. There's that one. That one. There's a third one somewhere. Let's climb up then. Let's climb up and see if we can get a better view. And of course, really, if you follow the vines, it'll... Oh. There, okay. So, actually, I'm full of shit. We can see all three of them from here. That one's a little bit weird. Oops, wrong one. It's a little bit weird. That one we might have to, like, run over to this side. That's the thing. I won't actually be able to shoot from the other side anyway. So we'll go ahead and activate this one here. Shoot that one first. There we go.
Target practice.
Like you need
That
it.
burns it away. I do appreciate that it's not as simple as shoot the one thing and you're good. There's like a bit of a puzzle aspect of where are the little weak spots, little vulnerable nodules. How do I make sure I can reach all of them in time? That kind of thing. We got Aleph in the house. What's up, buddy? John Banisher is my name. To banish is my game. Also, I should be switching to ghost mode every so often because there might be more hidden ghostly things. Ghostly messages in particular.
More efficient than cannon powder.
Especially in rooms like this that otherwise seem unassuming. Stuff down there. Do I cast a rope down or do we already have one? Actually, yeah, looks like you just climb this. We're gonna have to fight some fellas, though, for this chest. I'll do it. I fear nothing. I fear no man. Ghostly or zombie or otherwise. Since it's gonna be at close quarters. Yeah, that was wishful thinking. Whip. That's probably my favorite attack that she does, at least, as far as like her regular attack animations. That kind of like that forward flipping kind of flying punch. Ouch. Fine. I was gonna do like the cool guy attack,
We Highland kiss about you.
but that'll work. So just the one guy. I thought it was gonna be a couple of fellas. But just the one. And yeah, nothing else down here, so far as I can tell. Antea took a bit of a beating there. That was a tough one. It just takes a couple hits from guys like that to drop her spirit points down pretty significantly. Even though we've been doing things to raise those points up, they still hurt pretty good. What else can we find in here? Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to switch over every so often so that I'm kind of keeping an eye on what is only visible in ghost mode. Especially when you reach an area and you're like, well, not a lot of stuff in this room. Is there anything else noteworthy that I could be missing? Nothing in here. Yeah, really, this kind of large room hasn't had anything from Marcy. And we said at the beginning that this area probably predates the Batchelors, Marcy, and Hugh. I wouldn't be able to jump that, obviously. What? Oh, okay. Climbing out of the walls. That's kind of new, honestly.
Get lost.
And come to think of it, it probably shouldn't be new. Like, that's the kind of thing that makes perfect sense. spirits coming out of the walls, especially when they depict ghostly spirit fellas. So this is something that Marcy wouldn't have written, and presumably not Hugh. This is too, you know, pagan, too heretical. This would be heresy to somebody as pious as these guys. Also, these drawings that depict the ghosts, like this guy and this guy and this guy, remind me of some of the monsters you see in Faith, the Unholy Trinity. And that makes me happy just because I love talking about that game. So any game that reminds me of that is a winner. And this game is already a winner because I like this game a lot, but now I like it even more. As if that was even possible. So I cannot make that jump. There is a swirling, swirly gig of something over yonder. How do I get over there? Now there's a ghost jump. I think we might have what it takes to make it. Anything else around here?
Do you see anywhere that could help?
Keep searching here.
That's not it. Try again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it clicked. It like clicked in a not happy way. It was like there was something I was missing. Maybe my positioning was just not perfect. Yeah, there's this kind of like ghostly wispiness. I don't know why I did that. Just kind of swirling on that part of the bridge. Not sure what to make of that. And again, no ghost writings on this wall. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Nothing else from Marcy right now. We have more from her journal, maybe? Atherton's Notebook. Atherton. Is that a name I would recognize? Oh, probably not, because this was 60 some odd years ago. This game's events. Although, let me think about that. That actually might be related to the first group. Yeah, in fact, I think it is. I think it is the first group that attempted the resurrection spell, and it didn't work well for them. The Proctors. I think of the Crucible when I read that. Only exchanged a few words. He looks serious or suspicious. Usually he's more talkative. Maybe something happened. Ethel and Anton talked to me about a strange book. The Agrippa, right. Yes, this is the same group that attempted the resurrection spell, and it did not go well. The book contains dark secrets about immortality. Yes. Yes. Contain many forbidden knowledge. Few chapters speak of resurrection, less so of immortality, but the rituals are depicted. It could be workable after a few months of training, he says. Well, one day later, he says, I shared my research with Anton and his wife. We were able to perform a minor ritual to summon a spirit. Hell yes. Old Richard came back as a ghost for a few minutes. Made us promise not to tell anybody, for the moment at least. So yeah, it's the same folks as earlier.
From the mill were here.
Yeah, from the mill, that's right.
They were looking for the devil. Marcy was looking for God.
And now an angel has taken up residence.
So more entries then. Those were in March, this one's in April. Learning more minor rituals. They're trying to improve their craft. How the spirit world works. Ethel's studying more complicated stuff. That's the ones depicted at the end of the book. We need more people for the ritual. Maybe tell our neighbors about the book. To avoid any condemnation, we initiated Jack and Appleton. They could convert their entire family if they listen to us. This is how cults begin, man. It's just asking for trouble. Gathered everyone to make a speech in our barn for the new members. Yes, and you start calling them members. Come on, bro. It's making it hard for it's not a cult excuse to have much, to have legs. Use the word members, everyone just goes, okay, all right. Yeah, sure, it's not a cult. Yeah, whatever. He knows how to be eloquent when he needs to be. There's 7 of us, enough to perform any major ritual. Okay, well, we definitely heard evidence that their resurrection rituals didn't work and even backfired when we read about them in the mill, but maybe they did stuff here first. Maybe they did stuff here before they attempted the resurrection ritual.
Red, come. I found something.
Assuming she means down here, so. What'd she find? So there's this. I was actually thinking we would, like, have some kind of comment on this situation. But this is worth inspecting. A knife. Stained with her blood? Oh, okay. Well, we can use this to... yeah, I guess this could be a tie with the ghost.
A bloody knife in a dingy cave. Always a pleasure. It has something to tell us.
We use this to... I was originally going to say, listen to an echo. Hark for echo. Yeah, hark for echoes. Yeah, I'm glad I checked just in the top left. We use our other knife to carve an emblem.
Now the past is mine to see.
Oh Lord, please help me. I'm scared. I can't do this alone. Cut it down. Cut it deep. Well do I know it. Take my hands. Take my hands and mark them so your flock may see. So they will no longer doubt me. Do it, Marcy. Do it, my darling. Grant me the strength to do my duty. Your blood is everlasting. I will speak your sainted words. They will listen and believe.
I knew it was coming, but... So that's how the stigmata happened.
Herself. Where did the whispers come from?
Maybe she was under the influence of a malignant spirit. There's a trail of blood. Let's follow it.
That's convenient. Okay, so yeah. That explains the stigmata. And sure enough, yeah, we can kind of follow the blood trail. Unless there's like... yeah, we just have to kind of watch for it. Unless it wants me to go... oh, wait, no, never mind. Yeah, I see it here. So it's not going to be glowing for us. So that's okay. Of course, there's only the one way to go anyway. So following the trail is pretty simple when there's only one path you can go. There's more of it, of course. Now, we don't know how Hugh got his, because Hugh has similar wounds on his hands. That's not very encouraging. Yeah, not something I wanted to see. But before I walk over to that suspicious-looking dead body, let's read a little bit more. Some more about Atherton. This is many months later. March and April, and now we're in September. I think even of the next year, 1637 maybe? I think it was like the first one. I think the first one was like 1636. Ever since the cracks in the walls have appeared, spirits are restless. Our rituals are becoming more unstable. This cave is not safe. No other place to hide. I fear another tragedy will occur, unless we decide to leave this place. Another, he says. Are they in hiding? Anton made the decision to stop our rituals until we find a safer hiding place. Ethel's asked me to continue studying the Agrippa. A couple months go by, Anton made an unexpected discovery. Working in the mill, the ground collapsed from under his feet, fell into a small cavity that seems to lead to a larger cave. Okay. Yeah, so that's that explains how, I guess, that kind of like cave, that cavernous area underneath the mill that that Lammy was using, how that was first discovered. And then ominously, 9 days later, he says, my research has taken a new, unexpected turn. Getting closer to our goal. Okay. That's all fine and dandy. I don't know if this is meant to be a ghost word or something else, but anyway. Anyway, what is this going to entail? This seems like her dead body. And you know what? I mean, yes, he did say... Hugh did say, oh yeah, no, they couldn't find her dead body. But I know where it is. You can go see her. She's an angel. So, yep, that's... I mean, he wasn't wrong about that aspect. He did not mislead us. I wonder if Hugh and Marcy wanted to do anything with these notes from the Athertons. Like, clearly they were here, and they were keeping notes of their rituals and whatnot. You would think this would be the kind of thing that would dissuade Hugh and Marcy, you know, being they're so pious. You would think demonology rituals would be like, oh, no fucking way, that's the devil's work. You think that'd be something they would be super opposed to. So knowing that that had previously happened in this cave would make them not want to be here. That would repel them. It says April entries. I almost wonder if that was a copy paste kind of thing. It says April entries. This is June. So this is the stuff in the middle. That's in the middle of what we just read earlier. That's like it was a copy paste gone awry. Strange cave, right? That's this cave. This cave right here. Shadows dancing on the walls, he claimed. Strange atmosphere almost suffocated him. This cave is a gift in June. This cave is a gift. Ethel felt the potential of this place. Enton said, let's stay here and give our masses and continue our research on immortality. Installation is complete. Can give our first mass in the sacred place. Performed important occult rituals. Ethel summoned something, but after a few minutes, the demon got out of control and attacked Appleton. We chased the demon away, but Appleton is badly injured. For the first time, one of our experiments have failed. He blames me for the failure. Should find someone else to help him, I say. Our last ritual left strange cracks in the walls of the cave. If you approach it, you hear cries of pain. It's probably a gateway to hell. We may have gone too far. Yeah, you know, you ever summon a demon? You ever just casually summon a demon and accidentally open up a teensy portal to hell? I wonder if we're going to get to see this cave, this wall that has cracks in it that lead to hell. In the meantime...
Poor thing. How long has she been lying here, forgotten? And how has she gone unnoticed?
Perhaps the path was already blocked. I can feel her presence. You have her tied. Summon her.
Let's ask her ourselves then. No better way than to ask her ourselves and see what she has to say. Surely she'll be able to offer something. The whispers that we heard in her visions as we were listening to her echo, I'm assuming is the notion of, you know, the mental affliction she was suffering from.
Our Father who art in heaven, I thank you for your blessing.
She's somewhere else? Oh, she's up here. Here we go. Usually they just like appear right in front of you, but in this case, like, no, we have to meet her halfway, I suppose. I wonder if this is the wall that has the cracks in it. But I don't notice anything off. I mean, all the walls have like little cracks, but nothing ominous where he was saying you can hear cries of pain. Okay, well, let's go and talk to her. Hi, Marcy. You look a lot better now that you're, you know, not...
Good day to you,
dead.
Batcheler.
Well, you are dead, but...
My child, you may call me Marcy, for I am the angel Marcy, sent to guide and protect. Are you an angel too? I see your man with you. Were you sent to guide and protect him? To be his light in the darkness?
He should be so lucky. I'm Antea Duarte, and I'm no angel. This is Red McGrath. We're Banishers.
And what have you Banishers done? How far have you fallen? You stand...
Bruce says, I do this all the time.
Guilt, ferocious in your blackened hearts.
Well, let's come back to that one, shall we?
You see, God speaks to me. In visions, he reveals his light. What would you ask him? What would you ask the Lord? Ask, and I will answer.
Talk about your visions.
More about these visions. What do you see in them?
He bade me follow his path, to suffer for those I love, as his son did before me. I agreed, of course.
Do you see God?
Not exactly. I see a man of God betrayed by his own, just as the son of our Lord was betrayed by Judas's kiss. My visions are warnings. New Eden is sinking.
I mean, New Eden has had some bad times. She's not wrong about that last piece.
What is this place?
It's a blessing, isn't it? Our Lord guided you here, just as he did for me.
And how do we know it was God?
Don't you feel it? His warmth, his goodness, his light. It's him. Why, who else could it be? God called me to this blessed place that he, through me, may redeem it. This, my child, is what it means to be an angel.
Oh boy, I mean, she's still fully convinced. I mean, unshakable faith. It's not a bad thing, but I worry that she was exploited. You know, I worry that someone took advantage of the situation here. Have a good night, Rusa. Yeah, I appreciate you, bud. Very, very kind of you, bud. I do appreciate you hanging out with us.
I notice
Hope your day goes well, bud.
Lord, your stigmata.
Yeah, I wonder if she'll actually tell us about this.
He gave them to me. He came to me, took my hands in his, bathed me in his divine light, and granted me his blessing.
I mean, it's not exactly what we saw. I mean, I guess that's a very creative interpretation of what it was.
What happened to you, Marcy?
What happened? I opened my heart and let in the light. And do you know, it had always been there.
You starved yourself. You refused your brother's food. Is that what killed you?
God gave me a duty. I should sacrifice my body, as did his son, that my people may have forgiveness. I must carry the light to unbelievers, so that with it in their hearts, they may be saved by the light of the Lord.
You sound like your brother.
You sound like your brother. I believe he was very encouraging.
Yeah, that's the thing. I worried that he had he planted these ideas.
When you cut yourself.
My brother Hugh is by my side, bless him, when God showed me through him how to commune with Christ himself, body and soul. Hugh gave me the courage to fulfill my destiny. Now I am here to help him fulfill his, to steady the flock, to defend the faith. My suffering lights the way to salvation.
We're gonna have to talk to Hugh about this, aren't we?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We must
Yeah.
leave you.
Maybe he was being a little bit too encouraging, that kind of thing.
Whether you know...
Like, oh yeah, this will be great. Just starve yourself a little bit. You know, maybe.
I feel something. Someone. My brother. I'm here. Hugh.
Is he? She's over there. I'm gonna explore around a little bit more. But yeah, if Hugh was, you know, whispering these ideas into my like, oh yeah, that vision you described to me, yeah, you should probably starve yourself. You gotta suffer as Jesus did, and yeah, maybe we gotta have some wounds like he did. like he was, you know, so all about the idea of, yes, if I encourage this more, and tell other people about it, that it's only going to increase my standing with the town, and that, you know, people will look favorably upon me finally, not like those crappy idiots back in the previous town, but the people here understand me, true pious people. So, yeah, that is very much the concern. And of course, like, when we talk to Hugh, he only mentioned, he makes frequent mention of his sister. And he seemed to, like, genuinely be...
Something's here.
I don't know if he's like, misses her necessarily, but, like, genuinely appears, at least, at the surface level, to be, like, into what she's about. He's not... I mean, maybe he's just talking the talk and not necessarily walking the walk. And maybe the writings betray his like, true purpose. But when talking to him, nothing jumps out as, like... Well, it's weird, but nothing jumps out as, like, exploitative. I'll shoot that down. Also, I don't know if we've seen this path before. I'm gonna go ahead and toss a rope down. I'll go ahead and grab the little item cache. That. I feel like I've been here before. We'll do a quick map check. I have indeed been here before, so this is just another entrance. This part of the cave. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna need to talk to Hugh. No question. That little piece where, at the end of the conversation, where Marcy was like, "Oh, wait, do I feel Hugh's presence? I feel somebody." She's like, "Hugh, I'm right here." And in those writings we saw in the beginning of the cave area, the first couple were general pleasant things. Like, I'm here for you, Hugh. You know, through salvation we can see the light, that kind of thing. But then there's one where she's like, "Where are you?" And "I'm waiting for you." And you know, why do you shun the light? The idea, I guess, as he probably told her, like, "Oh yeah, I'll be back, I promise." Like, you know, we'll visit frequently, and then is like, maybe abandoned her spirit. It's hard to say, but she's clearly waiting for him. She's down there. And we saw Hugh in his house. He was chiseling more tablets, more slabs, with prayers to be adorned somewhere. I don't know if he would put them in the cave or if he would put them around town. Wait, we can hear Hugh. Okay, so maybe, yeah, so he is here. Maybe he's genuinely happy to be here. It's hard to say, but... And of course, he wouldn't have, like, recommended we come here if he wasn't, like, sort of happy about this situation. Leave out that way.
Mr. McRae, can you see her now? Is she not magnificent? Is she not a blessing from the Lord High God himself?
It's interesting how he can see... Well, I guess because she's haunting him. If we switch over, yeah. That's why he can see her ghost, but not Antea.
What are you doing here?
I'll justify neither my comings nor my goings.
You might have to, school teacher. I know you followed me. No need to deny it, just tell me why.
I would go to the cave, but the Devil's agents had blocked the way. I hoped the Banisher would lift their spells. Though I confess I feared you'd make it worse.
I guess this thing, we had to get through a few... Okay, never mind. At first I was thinking, yeah, maybe he's neglecting the spirit. But maybe it's just that. Maybe it's that there was the creeping ivies, there was the barricades that we had to knock down. I mean, I guess that checks out. He allegedly couldn't make it
Sister
here
starved.
on his own.
How could you allow it?
Would you have me oppose the will of the Lord my God? No. Never.
I know it pained him to see me suffer, but my suffering was the path to my sainthood.
Marcy had visions. She heard voices. Did you know this?
Of course I knew. They scared her.
God sent a trial to test me, but he also sent me a guide. My brother, sir.
Did you not talk to Reverend Davenport? Or Haskell, maybe?
Why would I do such a thing when the Bible is clear? In visions, God reveals himself to the chosen few. My sister is one of them. I'd known all my life that Marcy was special. Here was the Lord's own proof.
I'm gonna say the second one then, yeah. That's a good point, a good thing to consider too. Yeah, he never told anybody else, especially Charles Davenport. He was the minister, he was the preacher. This would have been his specialty. You'd think he'd be down for this kind of thing.
You took advantage of Marcy's trust.
But maybe he didn't tell anybody else because he wanted to keep this all to himself.
I did not trust him. I trusted God. The Lord spoke to me. He set his mark upon me.
Yo, what's up, Whale?
Chosen.
Good to see you, bud.
Stop your doubting now, and gaze upon the face of an angel, and glory in the work of the Lord. Behold your salvation.
Time to bring closure, yeah.
Let's get this over with.
This is yet another case where we have an unsatisfying conclusion here, because Hugh is like, Hugh has either he knows he fucked up and he's just keeping up the poker face, or he truly does believe like, oh, I did nothing wrong. No, I and I alone was like the person to decide my sister's fate. Based on the visions, based on this, based on that. But again, there's these ulterior motives that we can very much see right through based on his writings, based on the writings we saw back at his house. So I don't know. It's unfortunate that he never once like showed like a sign of like, hey, maybe what I did was wrong, but fuck you, I can do what I want, or him even saying maybe what I did was wrong, but it was, you know, I had pious intentions from the start, or, you know, something like that. Well, as is our wont, we are on the path to resurrecting our ghost waifu, and the only way we can do that is by casting blame whenever we have an opportunity to do so. This guy fucked up. His neglect led to the death of his sister, and he has benefited from it. And fuck this guy, he's gonna die.
Hugh Batcheler, you're haunted by the ghost of your sister Marcy. But you, sir, are a dangerous fanatic.
A man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition reject. You've had your admonitions. I reject you.
You drove your own sister to her death. Allow me to return the favor.
I hold fast the Lord's name and deny not my faith. Even when Marcy, his faithful martyr, was slain where Satan dwells. I hold fast. I hold fast!
So yeah, up to the end, he is saying, hey man, I did nothing wrong. It's unsatisfying when you don't get like just like a little bit of like somebody admitting like, I did something fucked up, but, you know, at least that aspect. I think the way a lot of these next...
Where are the gates? I hear no trumpets. I hear no trumpets.
I mean, if there is a happy afterlife, that ain't it. Well, that was an unexpected twist because yes, the subject that she was haunting is now dead. Wasn't expecting her to
With Hugh,
blast her way out.
Marcy can no longer feed on his essence. So why is she still here?
Yeah.
Maybe she's more attached to him than we thought. It's time to send our angel back to heaven.
We have to fight some kind of spirit. Yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna have to be then. Okay, let's continue. I don't think there's anything else here. I suspect like the next series of investigations are going to be fairly short and bite-sized because we have a lot of them. Every blue flag is an investigation on the map, and there's a good chunk left. And of course, there's also side quests and other points of interest and things to explore, including some that are fancy, some special in some way. So, I would imagine like this one was like, you know, fairly short relative to some of the other ones we've done. It wouldn't shock me if there was the next couple would be about the same amount of depth and complexity. And she says she trusted us. I mean, yeah, so she's not talking about Hugh. She's not saying like, oh man, I see the light. Hugh has, you know, fucked up and was taking advantage of me. No, she sees us as murderers. And we did kill the dude. We did kill the guy. Wasn't expecting a... that voice. So she is willingly... I was still pretty low on the ghost health. Oh, making some friends. Still pretty low on ghost health after that one. Actually, let's go ahead and switch back to red for a bit here. Ouch. He does a lot of damage, goddamn. Let's see, I'm gonna knock his ass down. Ooh, man, he hurts a lot. This guy is a high-level fella. I guess it's a high-level lady, because it's being commanded by the spirit of Marcy.
Look to me.
I was gonna say I should be able to knock him out of there. Be able to do a lot more damage to this guy as Antea. A ton of damage there. And with that, he's out of there. Time for Big Man. He's like in Banish now. Oh, he's got a buddy. So if I can aim correctly. What are you doing? Well, I think he's got a gun as well.
I think I heard.
He also teleports. Oof. Take a sip. Knock him on his ass. Shoot him in the face.
Under threat.
Is that enough to kill? Whoop. Was. He's out of there. No more projectile shenanigans for you.
Dodging you can.
Got a lot of health. Or rather, she's got a lot of health. I mean, it looks vaguely masculine, and the specter she was inhabiting was that of a dead dude. The guy up here. Gut punch. There we go. A little bit. Oh, but that hit us 3-bound. I was able to hit through my quick attacks pretty well, but he's out of here.
Even in the void, Marcy still believed she was an angel, or a fallen one.
It's interesting to me.
She didn't deserve that.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Neither her life of suffering nor its end. She deserved a better brother. I'm not just sure.
She's free now.
She was a pure soul. I mean, they all are beneath the dirt, but hers shone like a child.
One thing that comes to mind is that this area we found ourselves in. This is where some fucked up shit happened. 3 people in town, and there's probably going to be more. There's probably going to be more because the idea is that every single haunting case is going to end in somebody getting sacrificed. So there's one more person we're going to get here, a couple folks over this way, one person back in this town. So we got more where that came Excuse me, where that came from. We got Poe in the house, by the way. We got Poe in the house. That's always a good time. You know, it's a good day when we got Poe. Poe in your life. What's up, Poe? Do a quick shout out. Oh, I think Gossip beat me to it. Dang it. That's okay. Poe's good enough, dude. He deserves two shout outs. OMG, hi. What's up, buddy? We're Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. We just resolved a haunting case that was a fairly quick one. Yeah, the ending that we're going towards, it's definitely not a good ending. Or not the good ending. There's like the tragic good ending, and then there's the I'm assuming the assumed tragic good ending, and then there's the assumed self-fulfilling, we'll just say less than good ending. Oh, just me individually. Well, also yes. Also yes. I'm the pilot. I'm responsible for what happens here. So yes, also yes. See, yeah, Poe, the category for Poe was just chatting. Although if you were playing anything, I'd love to hear if there was anything in particular you were playing. Our friend Poe. And also if you have any clips to share. As you know, I'm always down for the clippies. Always down if there's any clips you want to share. The one thing about this area that catches my eye is that we read the writings about Anton and Appleton and Ethel and all the folks from 60 years prior. 6 years prior to the events of what's happening in this game, where they had huddled, excuse me, into this cave and were trying to perfect their demonology rituals. And because they thought this cave was a source of power. And one of the rituals misfired. They summoned a demon by accident that attacked one of their buddies. And after that, they said there were cracks in the walls. And when they got close to the cracks in the walls, they could hear shouts of torment and pain, like it was a portal to hell or some shit. And they were like, all right, we got to move to a different place. And then Marcy, in her anguish, she sought this one specific place so she could stand in the salt circle thing and summon into the body of a super powerful specter and then try to fight us. So it's almost like she was so angry, she was like, listen, I'm gonna tap into forbidden demon powers to try to kill these people, you know, as a fallen angel of sorts. I mean, this is no question related to the stuff that Anton and the boys were up to. We have no notes, like there's nothing we can interact with here, but I think the implication that, like, she was so distraught that she let her anger corrupt her is an interesting and an unfortunate end to that whole tale. Watching some ghost videos, well, that's very appropriate given the game we're playing, since this game is all about hauntings and trying to resolve them in you know, some way, trying to resolve ghost hauntings and investigate their origins, all that jazz. No other notes here, no other things that jump out to Antea or to Red. Let's go ahead and head back to the service and really go back to our next side quest, I would say. Alex B. Super Hobbit. To the tune of Johnny Be Good. The B stands for Bussy. Well, Bussy is not my middle name, but it should have been.
All right.
Aye. Old memories.
Your sisters.
Aoife, mostly.
If I'd had a big brother, I'd have liked him to have been like you.
I haven't visited her grave in a very long time.
We could visit her together, if you wish it. I'd be honored to go with you.
Right, because he was saying that the kind of what he tapped into, what he was able to sense with Marcy's spirit, said it was like pure enough where it was like that of a child. It reminds him of his kid sister who passed away super young. Also, I see, you know, a kind of a scaffolding built up. I mean, I guess it's to prevent a cave-in, but I'm just kind of keeping my eyes peeled. Where are the cracked walls where they were hearing the pains of the torment? Pains of torment. Of the tormented. Wondering where this alleged hell portal could be located. Well, the Hugh haunting is resolved, as is the subsequent side quest. We can fast travel really easily. Go back to this fireplace. Although there might be other things to do while we're in this neck of the woods. But we just resolved a hunting case that was inside that cave. It was like I said, kind of an unsatisfying one, just because the dude that fucked up never really acknowledged it. He was like, nope, I was doing the Lord's work. Nothing I did was wrong. Doesn't matter that it led to my sister's death and that I was clearly benefiting from it. Doesn't matter. I was doing the Lord's work. I can do no wrong. It's unsatisfying. Also, yeah, we had that moment earlier where I kind of shot one of these without really thinking. You get soul shards by killing those. Well, don't I feel dumb? I've been ignoring them this whole time, just assuming that they had no main purpose except just to, you know, look kind of cool. Because we see them a whole bunch throughout. And there's one over there. You see them a whole bunch throughout, and each time, well, really until you get the gun. Until you get the gun, there's no way to deal with them, so I just assumed they were just there for show. It's 1:34 in the morning. I know that's the thing. I think that's the reason why I've heard about the Nukes top 5 thing, because I think I've seen like friends of mine talk about that. Like, yo, I want to like watch some like cheesy ass, clearly fake, clearly poorly edited like YouTube ghost videos, and just kind of, it's like a comfy thing for some people. I don't think that's weird. I don't think it's bad or weird at all. It's a foreign concept to me, but it is an interesting one. So yeah, if Meerkat's like, yo, hook my ass up, that sounds great, then yeah, awesome. I hope it's a super cozy, nice time. It sounds super pleasant. So we can go over that to ways. And here's the dead bodies we saw earlier.
Farewell, and safe trip.
To the Queen Mary. Interesting. Is that a local haunt, if you will? Like a site that is known to have some hauntedness about it? Because St. Louis, that's where I live. St. Louis has a couple of like sites that are, according to some of the most haunted places in the world. You know, allegedly. And yeah, people come from all over to like stay overnight at the Lymph Mansion, that kind of thing. It's a ghost ship in Long Beach. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, if you get Black in there, yo, that'd be dope. Get Black Channel. Get the homies in there. That'd be super cool. Like, record a bunch of YouTube videos. I mean, there's a number of Twitch streamers. Also, look at all those ships. All the crashed ships. There's a number of Twitch streamers that have really made a name for themselves by doing the ghost hunting thing. And, you know, I'm not here to... You know, I personally don't really believe in that kind of thing, but it can make for very entertaining content. And, yeah, some people really are able to make a good production out of it. So, yeah, if that was something you ever wanted to try your hand at, there's an audience for that kind of thing. Absolutely. It's a ghost ship, and it's now a hotel. That's cool as fuck. That's just a cool thing to check out. Even if you're like me, you don't really give a shit about ghost stuff. That just sounds badass.
Nice.
Shipwreck.
Look at that old wreck.
Ooh, and
Hey, I'm not that old.
and there's a miasma near the bottom. So if we mean to go down into that part, then we'll have to find the source and vanquish it the fuck out of here. Go ahead and attach that guy real quick. Now, can I go? Oh, yeah, that's where I came from. Yeah. So if I want that cache of supplies, which I do, I need to climb down for it. Probably nothing to write home about. Some linen, some pieces of eight. It's fine. It sure enough was nothing to write home about. It was not worth it. I'm assuming witch. Yeah. These are some witch creations hanging from the tree. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Good thing or a bad thing, honestly. There's a jump nearby. Can't reach from here, of course. But yeah, just something to keep our eyes out for. There might be some witch-like things Like here's more of it.
Cave. Wonderful.
More cave stuff. To be clear, yeah, I see this on the side here. There's nothing that's like pointing me towards, is there? Nothing else to shoot. Antea's ghost vision doesn't show anything. Yeah, I think it's just... Oh, it's just all around the cave. Okay. So, some kind of witch... hide space. Hideaway space. This might lead into the miasma, then.
Right, where's the exit?
We found our way in, we'll find our way out.
So, red can't do much of anything when we see this miasma, but... Antea can take care of a bunch of things for us. Now, red can't tie that rope down. Yeah, there's a bunch of things Antea cannot do. We can jump across there, no problem. And have lay of the land. We can't jump back up either, so we have to truly find a way out of here. Can I break this open? No, I cannot. What about if I scream really loud? Nope, nothing. A little space underneath. Let's try that. And actually, this area is pretty chill. Miasma doesn't actually penetrate through this way. Wow, that worked out really well. It was kind of an unintentional... Oh, shit. It's kind of an unintentional dodge, but it worked out really well. Ouch. Oh. Dodging all the wrong directions.
Watch out! Spectre position.
Don't want that. Do not want that. Oh, he ducked. Ouch.
Where the corpse is this at?
Look to me.
Get him out of there.
Shift your eyes.
See, these guys are going to be a bunch of dinguses. I should do the ability more often. It's extremely cool and very satisfying. There we go. Only have a couple charges of our healing left. Yeah, the miasma doesn't actually break through into this little chamber area, which is good. It would have been really awful to do that fight with just Antea. Able to switch out is the way to do it, honestly. Nothing else in here, though. Nothing in the walls. Zoop. So I can drop back down again. Is there something I can shoot? Yes. That drops the... I think that was the... Yeah, we saw that on the other side as Antea. Now, conveniently, I can't seem to get an angle on any kind of locking mechanism here. So we probably have to drop down and go all the way around. Yeah. All the way around to Antea.
As blind as a bat here.
Not if you look through my eyes.
Now there's the source. Can't reach it from here. So we need the bridge, I'm pretty sure. So this is what we saw earlier. In fact, actually, if I jump over this way and go back this way... Oh, that's just a shortcut. Okay, so yeah, we already know exactly where this is going to lead. Because that's the gate we closed, or opened, rather. Now...
Well,
that
was...
extremely conveniently gives us a bridge. It just happened to fall into place. Couldn't have been more convenient.
I'm blind in this stuff. Do you mind?
Of course not.
And just like that... Stuff is gone. So we celebrate by exploding. Always a good day when I get to explode in a celebratory manner. That was extremely easy. He just kind of let me pummel the shit out of him.
Have some of this.
Have some of this, he says. I'll take that. Oh. Then over here. Boop. So that would lead outwards. However, I kind of want to explore a little bit now. Now that we've taken care of the miasma down here. I don't know if there's more outside. There could be. I kind of want to poke around a little bit. So I missed that you can jump into this. Oh, there we go. Actually, sure, these linens are all that useful. There's a path down below that it'll most assuredly be combat. Almost guaranteed. If we wanted to, we could have climbed back up this way, so there was no broken bridge. I thought I was trying to say I could climb on that thing, but that wouldn't make sense. Okay. Nothing else new. Yeah, I'm gonna go and see where this leads. I mean, it'll probably be a combat zone, but that's fine. I'm not afraid. And I'm pretty sure it's a place we've not been before, because we wouldn't have been able to toss any ropes down there, and yeah, we've stayed on this level. Well, we've gone up, but we haven't gone down, though. Some demon wolves are down here too, apparently. Can I step on his ribcage? Alright, sometimes when you step on the ribcage, they, like, explode. Like, climb back up. I was a little bit disappointed, actually. I was very much bracing myself for some tomfoolery and some shenanigans. And yet, I was shown neither. Oh, alright. Let's hop outside and continue. This is all going to be leading towards some kind of point of interest. I'm bracing myself for it to be maybe a void breach, maybe. Just because it was like a yellow thingy. Like the yellow question mark usually means void breaches. So sure enough, the miasma is sort of still there, although we might not need to go down that low. So that might not be an issue for us. Zante. Oh, I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. We're definitely going down. Going down to Funky Town. Anything I can see ahead of time or shoot at ahead of time or anything? Well, I wonder if that's where we're going. That would well, no, that would make sense because we're going down and coming back up, I guess. See that little piece right there? Is that something glowing? No, it's not. All right, let's drop down. Enough dawdling. Down into the abyss. Super thick.
Follow my lead.
And no, we cannot climb the rope to get back out. Oh, I guess we can maybe switch to red. Oh, can't even do that. Nope. He can't do it. So the only way forward is getting through it. Treasure chest we cannot get yet. Yeah, because red. Can't snag it. I need to come back for that. Gonna break this though.
Still impressive.
So that gives us a view of what we're looking for. We actually can't reach it from here. If I do this, that doesn't do anything. I have to like get up close to be able to vanquish it. I can go up and around. That might be my only choice. Yep, so right now it's my only choice. So I can hoist myself up here. And actually, we're technically out of the miasma right here because we're kind of above it. Only temporarily.
I know.
Same thing. I'm glad we broke that little opening, but I can't really do anything about it because Gotta get right up close to dispel that thing. There's a ladder that leads us into the boat itself. Which we'll undoubtedly want to check out, but... Gonna break this thing.
More efficient than cannon powder.
Both paths lead into it. Oh, here we go. Is that it? It's gotta be the other side, I guess. Alright, there we go. Nice and easy. 2 miasmas dispensed with the greatest of ease. That ability is extremely cool. And also a little bit busted. Oh. I've learned not to underestimate these guys because when we were in the cave earlier, we fought a few of them, and a few of them only hit me a few times as Antea, and kind of reduced her health down to nothing. So it was a bit of a pain trying to negotiate with those guys, and by negotiate I mean trying to kill them before they killed me. Now, looking like to see if there's anything worth exploring here. You expect like a really cool shipwreck thing like this. There's gotta be stuff to explore. But nothing's jumping out of me. Now, yeah, there's the... That's how I entered. But this... Actually, I think we saw this earlier, didn't we? Okay, we got some plants. Okay, so we got a couple things. Yeah, we did see this from the other side. We just couldn't reach it from here. That's a dead end. Shipwreck's a little bit meager, but that's okay. There's the one treasure chest. I definitely want to grab that. And you know what? We haven't gotten to the second level yet. So before I start saying that this shipwreck is a bummer, I should check that out. Also, there's something nearby. It might be the jump we saw earlier. I want to get that chest while I'm thinking about it. So I'd feel awfully silly if I were to come all this way and leave it behind. Not like it was anything super amazing, but still, I'll take it. There's nothing else, I think, on the inside areas. I'll go do a quick look-see. And nothing else jumps out at me at this side. Alright, so let's just check out the ship. The second layer, that is. If possible, I'd also like to at least begin the next haunting case. Pick one and kind of focus that one. Probably one of the other ones at the Harrows, I would say. Surely this wood can't be that strong. Because it's, you know, very much wrecked.
This is a job for a marksman.
Oh, you don't say.
Hey, I am a marksman.
Oh. Or at least I thought it was. There we go. Gotta find the sweet spot. Is it just the one? Few of them. Yeah, do you need that red reticle? The red tickle, if you will. Was there anything else? I didn't see anything drop down. I don't know if we're done with that necessarily. There's one other place we could have hoisted ourselves up that way. But real quick, I want to see what's down this way. Some boxes to murder. That's always a good time. It's good to know that freeze. That part of the rafters. Not the raptors. The raptors are still locked up, thankfully. Like that. Now, is this where we saw the stuff hanging from the ceiling? I don't think it is. Or I don't think it was, rather. That's convenient. We're having to use our gun a lot to unlock things, aren't we? So we'll check that platform in a second. Can't jump across there, no. Not that I don't think I would want to. Is there anything else up here, then? So this gives us a full view. I don't know what the thing is that we shot down. It probably created a bridge that we'll be able to use when we reach that area. Oh, I can't actually just jump out. Okay. Anything I can shoot? No, nothing that is visible for shootings. So... it was... oh, heck. You drop... no, you don't drop down. There's an area leading outside. Where there was that one platform thingy. Was it... no, it wasn't here. Gosh darn it. Here it is. 'Cause yeah, we opened up that space. Before I start climbing, I'm once again looking for anything that I could... any targetable things I can shoot. Kind of chilly down here. We're so spoiled. It was so nice and warm for a couple days there, but now it's like 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which is nothing, but... relatively, it's cold. I'm so sad. Oh, he interrupted it. Crap. I need to deal with this other fella. Actually, I think it said I let Antea's spirit points get too low. Oh, he's still alive! And I missed you, face!
It's on you.
So I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy. He's being such a meanie, and I'm starting to think he doesn't like me.
You're done.
Uppercut! I was gonna say it's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Watch out. Spectre possession.
No, sir. No more spectral things for you, please.
Try this on for size.
We did get our... actually, in fact, I should probably take a sip, because we're running low on the spectre juice. The ghost juice. Yeah, it's a wrecked ship. It's not explicitly for pirates, but definitely a ship that has run aground. Although, in all fairness, there's a bunch of ships that have had this happen to them. Like, you know, one need only look around to see. Lots of places have got lots of boats have got some extremely large, big old ships. But we want that one down there. Although I'm kind of surprised we weren't able to reach that earlier. I guess we weren't able to climb up those rocks, were we? I guess dropping down is the only way there. A set of rope. That'll be a shortcut for later. And by later, I mean in like 30 seconds. Because that'll let us climb down. Anything else while we're up here, though? We got perfect vantage point. If there's anything we wanted to shoot. Open things up. This is the time to do it. You jump back down. Or I guess climb back. Oh, that's how we got here. We climbed up this way. I do appreciate the sense of scale here. I mean, this is very large. This boat is very large, and it feels large walking around on it. Gonna see Group Love. Oh, I'll confess, I don't know if I know who Group Love is. I'm assuming it's a musical act, a musical group. It is a group that loves, I'm guessing. Also, here's a witch chest. Hell yes. And for our troubles we get a new... Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, this was a treasure chest. This was a treasure hunt, I'm pretty sure. Haunted grounds. Very nice. Yeah, that is a pretty high-level relic for Antea to have equipped. Gotcha. That sounds good, bud. That sounds good, yeah. And he said it'll be on the 30th of March. That's coming up. Well, a few weeks, obviously. But still, that is exciting, though. I'm excited for you. Nothing like some good live music. There is a jump. Actually, we could use that to get back. Actually, that's probably the right thing to do. Bit of a journey otherwise. And that should work. They don't allow single minute of the swinger party. Yeah, that may or may not have been where my brain sort of was going. When I first heard the name, I was like, oh.
That was fun. I could take the treasure hunting.
A lot of it is underground.
Banisher it is then.
Oh, all right. I mean, our guys got the beard for a dwarf, but yeah, maybe not the responderance for being underground at all times. I remember that's a modifier you can get in RimWorld. Somebody who thrives in being underground all the time. Whereas most in RimWorld, they like start to get a negative if they're underground for too long, in mines, that kind of thing, for too long. Start to get a little stir crazy. As most of us would. Go ahead and fast travel into the next haunting that we wish to take on. I think, once again, I think I'd like to grab one of the ones from the Harrows. But a few things first. We could level up some more stuff. Level up the Banisher garment, which is a garment I do like a lot. The strength going down would make me sad. But the vitality going up makes me the opposite of sad. What do I need to upgrade our current guy? Nest silt and copper. We have no copper, so it's going to be a while before we'll be able to do so. We need those soul shards. That guy. Could upgrade this one. We so chose. Take some nest silt. Those nest silts are a limiting factor for sure. Oh, show. Could upgrade this guy. Nest void splinter. Only have the one on that one. Probably not worth it. This one could go past level 5, believe it or not, with 2 nest silts. But even leveling it up to level 6, it would still come up short when it came to the heals, at least. But we get willpower, wisdom, and persistence, whereas this one we just get vitality and persistence. But we get more of both. Man, this one's just the best one. Like, there's hardly any comparison. It's a healing potion that gives you amazing healing, and you get more health, both for Antea and for Red. Like, there's just no question. It's just the bestest. A little bad getting that one as early as I did, because nothing else can stand up to it. Here we have this one. We can actually level it even more. Infected by Ensnare, does crazy good damage. So strength, dexterity, wisdom, wrath, does a lot of things for a lot of folks. This one is more dexterity and life. So strength goes down a decent bit. Dexterity goes up by about that much, and vitality goes up hugely. Bigly. And also, the spirit point gain actually goes down, but the resistance goes up a whole lot. And we can upgrade it. How about them apples? Holy shit. Let's go and upgrade it. Let's fucking do it. Bam. With some elite gems, we could take it all the way to the top. to the tippity-toppity. So, spirit points gain goes down a little bit, but we resist so much. I'll try it. Upgrade this guy if we so chose. Ooh, do you have some fun ones, Meerkat? On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is I'm enjoying some Halloween candy. There's no spooky things around me, but like there's spooky things in my vicinity. And then 10 is, oh shit, there's a spooky skeleton inside of me. Inside of my body. Where are you right now in that level of that the spookiness level? What would this do, by the way? Because that uses all of our nest silt. That'd make me a little sad. Actually, hold on. What does this upgrade into? The resources are cheap. Uses one of the two. Manifestation damage is real good. Persistence versus wisdom. This is really good persistence. Or no, it's good. Yeah. Spirit points. Wisdom is punch damage. It would take a bit to be able to match this other one. The ringy ding dings can't update any of those. Alright, I'll bite with the upgrade here. I'll do it. That's some good stuff then. Evolution. About 4 to 5. That's legit. That is legit. What we got here? Leap does more damage against full health enemies. And then a glass cannon approach. Which is not always my favoritist. We have these things. Manifestations increase the damage of manifestations. That's pretty sick. Outburst, area of effect is increased. Oh, I like that a lot. I do like Outburst a whole bunch. Yeah, I tend to avoid the glass cannon kinds of deals just because I don't know. I feel like we already have more of an emphasis on offense with the build we have. Area of effect, that's pretty cool. That'd be a good one too. Cooldown is reduced. Oh, I like that too. Damage to the next manifestation. Man, that's a good one. There's a lot of good ones here. We're gonna do this one for now. All right, that means we also can look at these. It's pretty neat. Area effect dealing damage, but health points gains were. Oh, I don't like that. Health point gains getting lowered. I don't like that at all. I guess I'll take this one. You know what? No, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it for now because we could have some really cool abilities for later on. Oh my god. Oh, that would fuck me up, Meerkat. That would fuck me up. Yeah. I you know what? Who could blame them? Because that's a thing where everyone said, yeah, we saw the same thing. You know, we're all seeing it. What the fuck is it? Who could blame them for being just a little bit spooked out? Just a little bit. A baby amount of spookage. Because there was actually somebody. Yeah, there was actually somebody. Yeah, is it somebody just trying to, like, pull a prank? Is it... It's just a prank, bro. Is it... Yeah, what is it? What does it mean? That would fuck me right up. No question. I want to see if I can find the third and final totem for this cursed chest. I wonder if we can find it. Maybe even... Do I want to say that I bet we can find it? There is the one web that we can't proceed through. Also, there was that chest. Do I have the key for the chest? I have... Yes, I do. So I can work towards that. And while I'm working towards that, I'll keep my eyes peeled. Because the spectral web. Can't deal with that one. First chest. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if we're lucky, maybe this will lead us to the third final. Oops. Third and final totem that we're looking for. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Goddamn.
Have a bit of this.
Uppercut. Bam. Got his ass. Some Scooby-Doo shit, absolutely. She was just trying to scare. Oh, wow. When you said Scooby-Doo shit, I thought you meant like, oh, somebody in a costume. No, yeah, trying to scare people off her property. Or not her property. Yeah, what she was squatting upon. That's creative. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Some, yeah, real Scooby-Doo hours. Real Scooby-Doo hours. Goddamn. That is, that's pretty wild, man. People be wilding out here. Somebody saw Scooby-Doo and said, wow, does that shit work? Time to find out. That's pretty nutty. Now, of course, the other thing is that this is on YouTube. Well, I mean, the police were called, unless that was stage 2. What I'm wondering is, like, what was this all staged, or did like somebody actually get arrested for pulling some Scooby-Doo shit on some people? Oh, big man! Here comes the uppercut. Bam! It did go off, but I think it hurt our guy too. Comes the gut punch, just not the butt punch. Oh, he's mad. Good, stay mad.
Get the hell out of there!
What's these little fellas? Zipping around. There we go. Was not staged, yeah. Tackled her to the ground, yeah. I mean, it sounds legit. It sounds legit, man. Jesus. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody Scooby-Doo attempting to Scooby-Doo others away from, you know, something that they've claimed.
Take care. The place is warded.
This is war. Oh, that's where the final totem is. So I never did find where the thingy is, did I? Yeah, there's a totem, yeah, that I never did figure out. It's gotta be somewhere. Is it right there?
I'm at your side again.
Yes, it is. Wow, that's really well hidden. Wonder if that's the last piece to the puzzle.
Efficient cannon powder.
It sure is. That is extremely convenient. Third and final Miller statue. Master Miller. Made the news? Yeah, made the news. That's pretty much like... Unless it's an extremely elaborate hoax, that's pretty much the sign where it's like, alright, this is, if it's made the local news, then there we go. Confirmed. Confirmed real. 18 plus, gone sexual. That's at least a unique ghost hunting video thing to watch because, you know, it's not just the usual formulaic people in like a supposedly haunted mansion or hotel or something, and you know it's really quiet, and like the dudes or dudettes are like, what was that? Did you hear that? And then like somebody claims to see something and they just sprint the fuck out, and they just run away, and they're like, yeah, the readings on our devices are inconclusive. I'll have to go back, but man, we felt something. It's like, oh, okay, oh wow, it's so unique. What a unique implementation of the idea of a ghost video. Like at least this was something different. Just urban exploration. Yeah, they weren't looking for spooky things necessarily. On a bitter purge, so a new concoction. If we wanted to consider that for upgrades. We can't upgrade it right now, obviously, but still, it's pretty cool. We knocked out a couple things there, which is nice. So yeah, spectral web, can't deal with that one. This cursed chest we can deal with. It's a little bit annoying. I have to walk all the way back now. get to that cursed chest, but we'll be fast. We'll be fast, and to help pass the time, I might even eat a little bit of ass. Yeah, she just fucking runs at him, yeah. Seeing them, her run out of the woods, yeah. Yes, they were like, yeah, urban exploring, just, yeah, they got the camera phone out, they're just kind of chilling. And again, it's not that she even owned the property. It's that she was squatting upon it. That's the oh fuck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a well, all things considered, that's a well-earned oh fuck, I should say. I think they earned that one. Let us unbound it, please. Please and thank you.
Strong you were, weak you now go.
Gimme gimme is basically what that spell means. Or ritual. Ritual means. And we get a new weapon. Smiling Death. Bottoms up and the devil smiles. Or is it the devil laughs? I can't remember. Alright, so let's unfocus that one. So we've kind of resolved this little area. This area is down here. So the coast truly is clear. The coast truly is clear. We do not have the Gibbs. Oh, right. That was actually one thing, because we have the cursed the totems for this cursed chest. But we couldn't summon Antea at all when we were here last time. We'll try that again. We'll try that again. Here, actually, we'll go here first. Maybe it was a glitch, or maybe it needed us to, like, head back to town for a little bit to, like, start the next kind of series of investigations. But I'm gonna try it now, because we definitely have all the totems necessary. Babysitting a 5-year-old. The doll hides. I mean, that's a little bit creepy. Although, like, you know, kids can be creepy. Kids can just generally and genuinely be a little terrifying. Dog starts growling. Ooh, yeah. So it's just like a little bit like a little unsettling. Nothing like nothing like ostensibly like, oh shit. What's the evil thing here? Like nothing you can point at and say, aha, but still it's just genuinely off-putting. The spook out meter goes up to a 2 or 3, maybe a 4. Yeah, so it's got to be the only underground rest stop. Maybe this one. Oh, maybe that's why. I shouldn't have gone there. I should have gone here. I didn't realize there was a second one. Maybe that's what fucked me up. I didn't realize there was a second rest stop down here. Maybe that's what fucked me up. Maybe it's because the jump was gone. But we couldn't switch to Antea at all, whereas now I can. I think that was the key. Speaking of having the key, I also have all the things necessary for this unbinding ritual. This place was such a happy little area, wasn't it? Remember like it was a couple days ago. A scary story where no one gets hurt. I'd be down to hear it, Meerkat. Or if it's easier for you to paste it, that's also acceptable. But I'm curious, regardless. So I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled for those little wispy boys now that we have the ability to shoot them. We got Todd in the house. What's up, Booba? We're kind of getting caught up on some business. Getting caught up on things we previously weren't able to resolve, but now we've got the goods. Got the goods to resolve them, to grab like treasure caches, that kind of thing. We're getting all caught up on stuff. Unbounding. Proper Boy Scout. Good shit, Meerkat. Good shit. Like that camera's perspective. POV, you're getting stabbed. Or POV, you're a patch of dirt about to be inscribed with a Banisher's ritual. Actually, I guess it's a witch ritual, technically. A witchual, if you will. Romantic getaway, that sounds nice. A little cabin. Sounds chill. For some good Vermontian cabin sex, as we call it. As we call it in the industry. That is very real. Very real. Probably. Speaking of doing things by memory, let's see if I can retrace my steps by memory. And also February in Vermont. Yes. Well, that's why you need the freaky Vermont cabin sex to, you know, to warm up. Makes perfect sense. Goes back this way. I can see it. Yeah, I'm looking for those little wispies. Now that I know that they have an actual purpose and they can be harvested for personal gain. Jump up this way. They do Valentine's things, yes. Hold hands and read the Bible. What else could it be? Taking a lesson from the investigation we did earlier, where it was a very pious couple of individuals. Also, as I'm looking around, I see no more little ghosty wispies, and I'm very sad about it. I mean, I'm not gonna go that far of my... Oh, there's one! Fuck you. Got him. Got the shard of his souls. I'm not gonna, like, go that out of my way to get all of them, obviously, but now that I know they have a purpose, I will be looking for them with my own porpoises. Intensive porpoises. Todd says, I'm chilling at work. Well, I appreciate you popping in for part of the work evening, buddy. I knew you tend to work pretty late, so I know it's a lot sometimes. Browsing up to sleep. Someone in the window. Oh, Jesus. Fuck that. One of those kinds of cases, people in the window, like, nope. Don't like that. Do not like that. Let's get back up to the tippy top. Tippity top, even. To the surface of the Harrows, please. He says it's probably fine. Look outside. But they don't want to go outside, right? Go back to bed. Yeah, it's like, it's fine. Just our imagination's running wild. We're in a secluded cabin. It's all snowy. You know, we these things get the best of us sometimes. Also, it's a side quest somewhere around... never mind. Side quest? I meant game crash quest. It's fine. Relaunch. Actually, you know what? Shout out to this game. It has not crashed once until now. It's the only crash so far tonight. And I don't think this game has had any patches yet, but there was an AMD driver update recently. So that was pretty cool. Then it happens again. So the guy's like, all right, I'll go check it out. Yeah, I got you. Goes to investigate. So he goes outside and he sees nothing. No footsteps, nothing, no obvious signs of fuckery. Had to be sure. Respect it. Respect his willingness to see what was going down. Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way that there was any bullshit. Ain't no way. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this as there is activity. Oh, wait, no, not that one. This one. That activity. Something. Is it the well? No, it's just this house. Okay. I don't need to knock. I just let myself in. Now, this was the cobbler's house that we have since killed because he did some fucked up shit. I felt no sadness in taking this dude's life, stealing his soul. Yeah, late payment, Caleb Watson. I mean, despite your foul words, that one I think is fine. Nothing suspicious there. Maybe I should be in ghosty mode. Maybe there's something ghostly and ghastly about. We've already read all these letters. I don't think I need to subject myself to reading them again. Oh, that's right. We need these for the other... what was it? It was a nest. It was an elite fight for a nest. Yes, I remember this letter. That's a love letter.
God's acre. That will help lure him.
And then this one. The medallion with a locket of Ruth's hair.
This will work if Alexander is involved.
Okay. Getting caught up on Meerkat's messages. Something odd. Oh, no. See something odd like from your tracks. Okay. Lead to the cabin door. Fresh snow. Oh, interesting. It's time to head out. They leave. Oh, they leave their belongings. Interesting. Well, I mean, I can't say I blame them if there's evidence of some real fuckery going down. Actually, I just realized the AK actually can't go out this way. Go out the other way. So that's for the other side quest. I will take on that in a second, but I think I might want to go and snag a haunting case while we're here. Because the God's Acre area... But it says can't change equipment in this context, really? Oh, well... Maybe because I'm like in the middle of a cutscene. Or of an animation, that is. It's all the way back this way. And we don't really have a nice or convenient fast travel option. I guess we could fast travel there. It's a little bit quicker. There was no one outside. Well, let's see. She wasn't seeing someone outside. She was seeing a reflection in the dark glass. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. I gotcha. It was in the window, right? When she was looking out the window. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Hiding in the closet. Ooh, that's pretty fucked up. And yeah, they made the right call to say, let's get the fuck out of here. I wonder if they ever busted the guy. So can I deselect this thing? There we go. Oh, it's already selected for me. Well, that's great. Perform the ritual. I was hoping to like deselect the nest thing. I mean, I guess we can just go ahead and knock it out. It'll be quick. It won't be a very hard fight. I'm confident. Maybe even overly confident. Just fast travel to it. More evidence was found. Okay. Not sure if they actually found the culprit, though. Pretty messed up, man. That's like Peeping Tom, which is, I mean, Peeping Tom stuff is already fucked up, but that's like Peeping Tom brought to a extremely uncomfortable next level. Some truly next level shit. I like that loading screen right there where he's blasting the ghost, the zombie friend. This gat. That was around the time where you first get the gun, I think. No, or not too long afterwards, at least. These are pretty high level fellas. Level 19. We ourselves are like level 17, I think.
They mean business now.
Enough!
They mean business now? They mean dead now is what they mean. Good one, Alex. Punch! Beat the shit out of that guy. Oh! So I can just punch him to death.
Stay put.
Never mind. I thought that was like a fairly high level encounter, but it was nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Like wearing nothing at all. Once again, trying to keep my eyes peeled for the little wispy friends. Now that we know the ghost wisps are worth vanquishing for my own personnel gain. Not the free wispies. Those cannot be killed. Despite my best efforts earlier. I mean the caged fellas. We are back at God's Happy Acre. Just a little bit of a haunted graveyard. Nothing out of the ordinary, though. Nothing out of the ordinary for this game. Some of us might, you know, wince a little bit at the idea of a haunted graveyard in real life, but for full-time Ghostbusters from the 1690s, not so much. Maybe not so much. Zoop. There, here it is right here. I'm looking at the trees. I'm just trying to keep my eyes peeled. And there's like a sickly kind of green hue. As we get close, that's how you know it's the real shit. So it's gonna be a specter. We got the letter, we got the medallion, we got so many caps agaric. So many.
And turn up.
Nut up or shut up.
Ready and waiting. Alexander too.
Let's put him to rest.
Not a ton of damage. So Alexander and his vengeful bullshit. Decided to become a specter and be a big old dingus. Big old meanest dingus.
You were part of this, Alexander.
He absolutely was. He was the part of it. He was not just a part. He was like the guy doing the shit.
Piss off.
Piss off, you wanker. Sounds like he'd rather be pissed on. Shoot him in the face. How's that? I'll piss on you with bullets. How's that? Wow, we do a lot of damage. Oof. Surprise! Bam, motherfucker. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it did free him from getting a not nice attack. I was gonna say, can't interrupt that attack.
Once more, with vigor.
Oh yeah, I can do this now. Damage goes up every time. Let's see, he's gonna keep blocking like a big old meanie. Oh, that one hurt.
Oh, that stings.
I'll take a sip and knock his ass down. Oh, I want to do the cool uppercut. I love the uppercut so much. Charge attack, fuck you. Uppercut, bam. That's what I was looking for. That's the way I wanted to finish that portion of the fight. And here comes the groin punch, bam.
Raging Vandal.
Oh, I shot him in the face and now he's big mad about it. I made him so mad he's got a boner. Nope. Nope, I do not want your boner. You can leave it where it's at, please. Whoa. Now, what did I just say about no, keep that boner to yourself, broski?
Get lost.
We do a lot of damage right now because we did a lot of attacks successfully, one after the other.
I really do hope it's the last.
And there was that modifier that said like you do more damage with successive attacks,
I expected
but it resets
no
on getting
less
hit.
from them than to linger after their departure. Again.
Yeah, not to be surprised that his spirit manifested as a extremely angry specter. He was a particularly vengeful and spiteful person in life, and even in afterlife. Not surprising at all. Bit of a spicy fight, you know. He had some schmoves. Wasn't enough for him, though. But yeah, I think that concludes this particular area. It does. Go ahead and deselect this. Bloop. A lot of results. That is, it's disappointing. Is it surprising? I mean, I guess maybe not entirely, but disappointing though, for sure. It might be quicker to just run straight here. Like, just do like a straight running shot there to it. Just because to get to the fireplace so we can fast travel, the path is a bit meandering. I suspect that the going as the crow flies, or not as the crow flies, but running all the way back versus taking the meandering path to fast travel and then walk the rest of the way would be about samesies. Something similar of a woman babysitting her sister. Gotcha. Oof. I mean, this is not to discredit the original case, because the original case sounds very upsetting. But when it's like, you know, somebody babysitting somebody else and it's a peeping Tom, I'm gonna say it. I think that's worse. The first case wasn't great, but ooh. That is an oof. Of all oofs. That's soul shard. Thank you very much. That's the other thing too. Since I'm retracing my steps, I get to manually like see the areas that I previously passed up that had those little specter buddies or wispy boys. I can kind of see from afar as I'm kind of bouncing from spot to spot. I can watch a distance. There's still this fog, though, that is just kind of envelops. Am I going the wrong way? I was like, surely this loops back around, right? Well, don't I feel silly? Yeah, I was just kind of going more or less towards where I thought a path was going to open up. Then it's like, oh wait, no, this never opens up. Spots in the carpet. Yeah, snow boot. Ooh, yeah. Not good. Not good. There we go. There's the opening. So go ahead and deselect that one. There's an activity here that I will check. Also, I guess, speaking of things I could check. Is this person willing to talk to us? The answer might be no.
Excuse the
Get in the sauce a little bit.
The bottle broke. It's no big business.
Are you sure you're all right? You seem a little...
No, she's fine.
A bottle fell from its shelf. No big business, Mr. McWraith. Happens all the time.
Are you all right?
If you must know, sir, I have a drinking problem.
I had no idea.
Really?
Really?
I do. My liquor disappears. My bottles fall to the floor and break, though I'm nowhere near.
Oh, it's
problem
not that kind of drinking problem.
Objects inexplicably vanishing, moving or breaking. Either you're haunted or you're clumsier than you think.
Haunted, you say? Well, your majesty, why not? As the saying goes, when life gives you a torrent of shit, may as well be haunted.
That is a saying. Probably.
You could be in danger. To be haunted is rarely good.
Well, now, that is bad news. Which is good, because I don't believe in good news.
I'm offering you my help. Can you afford to refuse it?
I don't believe in helping hands either. But if you want to do whatever it is you do, please feel free to do it.
When did the...
I would like to ask both
start?
questions.
I don't know. I gave up on keeping track of time or things. Normally, if a bottle disappears, I drank it and forgot. But I'm not wrong about this. In quiet moments, I hear the bottle glass crack. When I'm not there, the liquor moves about. Other times, they dare to fall of a sudden, out of nowhere, and break upon the floor. The shelves are straight and proper stacked. I had Ishmael check. 'Tis a mystery, right enough.
Ishmael and you were close, I believe.
Oh, how folk love to talk. They're wrong. There's nothing improper between me and Ishmael. He works for me, and we enjoy each other's company. He's a good friend who lives upstairs. I have my own little house across the way. Ah, talk of an angel. Hear the flutter of his wings.
Phoebe? What's the matter?
Oh, it's this guy.
Oh, good day.
I mean, he probably doesn't. Well,
Well, it's just another bottle broke. I'd blame my butterfingers, but Mr. Banisher...
he might be dubious of
have
us.
a ghost.
God take my soul. I'm sorry. The spilled liquor. The stink.
Come now. Come now.
I'm sorry.
All is well, Ishmael. Breathe.
He might be nervous with us being here. Can't say I blame him.
It's just another worry fit. You'll be fine.
While he gets back on his feet, let's look around.
Person was caught. Cereal. Oh boy.
Think of good things. The warm
Thinking they were asleep.
breeze,
Wow. Yeah, that's wild, dude.
bread fresh from the oven. Morning bird song.
And meanwhile, I'm just gonna, don't mind me, I'm just gonna help myself to, pilfering some of your goods.
Imagine trying to use one of those after a bottle of rot gut.
Sounds, whatever rot gut is, sounds unpleasant. I mean, it sounds innocent enough. I mean, nothing about this lady screams, oh man, she fucking killed 12 people and buried their bodies under the floorboards. Nothing about her seems off. Ishmael seems like an awfully shaky guy. I figured he would maybe be a little bit put off by our presence, given that, like, he was, I mean, a lot of people were kind of freaked out, but he seemed especially a little bit disturbed by the happenings at the meeting house. Farmer Gibbs, we know that name. Sisters O'Hara, I think we know those two as well. So, I guess this is more or less a notice to the whole town. Lands up at Covenant Beach. The dock there is destroyed. Trade is interrupted. Okay. No surprise there.
Half our operation.
Oh, it's alcohol. Okay.
A stroke.
Curses are bad for business.
Who is he? He's one of the villagers that lives in town. Apparently he lives upstairs and is like good buddies with this nice lady. Nothing about either of them seems like fucked up or anything.
Ishmael.
Broken glass.
Just,
She said bottles in her house.
she's an alcoholic and he's like nervous, but that's
We should
nothing
check it out.
horrible.
Think of good things. The warm breeze.
It really spooked him too. Or just like him thinking that they might be haunted.
Morning bird.
Poor Ishmael has fits of worry.
Yeah. Back to the spilled liquor, maybe.
Seemed upset by the smell of liquor.
I mean, both of those things caught my eye.
Not going
This is where he lives up here. Also, there is an activity somewhere in this room. Oh, wait, is this the, is this the house of the fallen angel? No, this is the... What house is this? Oh, this is the... Oh, this is the Haskell house. I didn't recognize it. It's got a different orientation now. And, yeah, there's like... All the things are different. Usually whiskey of poor quality. Does the guy know us? I mean, we would have like introduced ourselves when he first got to the town. He hasn't really been involved in any of the quests though. He was a villager that was present at the events of the meeting house where the governor was blamed and judged for his misdeeds of sending an innocent woman to execution. So maybe I should do this later. Let's do this part later. Let's continue chasing this other thread. I'll do this other one next time, I think. Kind of want to do one thing at a time here. So yeah, so he knows we're a banisher. He knows what we're about. And yeah, our presence seemed to maybe like startle him a little bit, but yeah, it seemed like there was something else that threw him off. Alcohol that would not be sold. Oh, yeah. The not good shit, as we say. And then the not so good stuff. Like it would be like a health risk to drink it, probably. So some crumpled up notes that we can uncrumple from, I'm assuming the Elder Haskell. There have been complaints. Do not come to the meeting house drunk again, or you shall spend a day in the pillory as soon as we build one.
The governor disliked Mistress Walcott's manner. What a surprise.
What a surprise indeed. Very much indeed. Also, let me just steal her life savings at $15. And she said that, yeah, some of the wine and alcohol spills in her house too, not just in the shop.
What kind of ghost only communicates by breaking wee bottles?
The shitty moonshine, yeah. Is it feeble or insidious?
An insidious ghost, trying to slowly drive its victim crazy.
Feeble wouldn't make sense. But it is something. What else? Rinds to corn. A bunch of chess scores. So let's see. Phoebe versus male. Okay, so who wins? Oh wait, no, maybe that's what. Yeah, okay. This is just these are the winnings over the months. Okay, and years even. We've been playing chess for a long time.
They've been playing for years. I'm keeping the score. Either
Pretty cool.
getting better or Phoebe's getting worse.
I hadn't actually put that little detail together because... Oh, I see. Yeah, originally she was schooling him. And then, yeah, I was reading it backwards. Now it's more like half and half. Nerds! I don't know if... I mean, that's the thing. They say it's a score. It's really just who's winning or who won. And there's no, like, point value, obviously, but they're definitely keeping track of who won which matches. A blank canvas that's already signed. Constance. Unless the blank canvas is the art.
For Constance. Phoebe is a painter.
This is just an easel. No paints. Unfinished work?
Why would you name a painting before starting it?
That's a little curious. Also, I'm trying to remember who Constance is. Or would have been.
From the invisible.
Let me just steal their moss and waxy caps. There is a point value. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it's like to measure pieces taken, that kind of thing. Title deed for a warehouse. 1987. This would have been like 7 or so years ago in game. 7 or 8 years ago. Covenant Beach. Bay of New Eden. Dock. Okay, that sounds nice. Phoebe Walcott. Resident New Eden. Before they left New Eden, obviously. Pride of the land. Comprised the above mentioned title. Blah, 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 blah. 80 pounds. Signed by Fairfax Haskell. There we go. And William Prince the Shepherd. Name
Phoebe
Prince is not
Walcott's done
familiar.
well for herself. Her own warehouse and pier at Covenant Beach.
I mean, it sounds nice. But that was, of course, before the fuckery at New Eden forced them out.
I feel something close.
A ghost was here. Not long ago.
Something big over there. Save the one for last. That sounds good, buddy. If it is bedtime, then I would not blame you. I know it's getting pretty late. I'll be wrapping up fairly soon myself. But if you're hopping off, I do appreciate you, buddy. Have a good sleepies. Mama will be there soon. That's a little bit out of the ordinary.
This is as sad as it is disturbing.
And partly burned, maybe?
Defiance. Her past batters her.
Did she have a kid, I wonder? Lots of alcohol.
A drink. Or 5.
Or 5.
Maybe that vexes our mysterious ghost.
Oh, is it one of these cases where it's like the ghost is like her child, and their child died because she was neglected, and the child's ghost is like trying to break her alcohol because she's like, no, mommy, I don't want you drinking. You just sleep all the time. So one of those kinds of cases, because, ooh boy. Yes, ooh boy. Let's see. You're already in bed. I gotcha. Will and Testament, Phoebe Walcott here in New Eden. Ishmael gets everything. He deserves it. That's it. All right. That's a simple and efficient will.
Ishmael are friends, but that's a generous will.
That is a generous
Our
will.
shy, bottle-breaking ghost also hides things. Why the will?
Good question.
Everything Ishmael has, he gets from her. Perhaps the ghost thinks Ishmael is being ensnared.
I doubt there's anything more to be found here. Let's go back to the store and ask a few more questions.
All right, so yeah, nothing solidified. The whole will thing kind of throws my kind of knee-jerk theory into. I'm not gonna say it like discredits it entirely, but it doesn't do me any favors. I mean, you're not wrong, Meerkat. Someone's gonna get got. All right, someone's gonna get got. If I have anything to say about it, but I think I will say something about it next time. How's that sound? Because it is getting pretty late. Go ahead and save here. We will be able to easily and instantly pick up right where we left off, without a moment's notice, or without a moment's hesitation, rather.